Good morning, folks. My name is Gwendolyn Ozard, Planning Section Chief for the Park Fire. Please stay put for your Tehama Zone specific briefing information. Up next, roll call in division assignments.
Good morning, Julie Rhodes, Resources Unit.
Kent Cunningham, Operations for the Tehama Zone.
Starting with Branch 10, Chapman. Tehama Delta Echo, Schmidt. Hotel Harris. And Juliet Brown.
Okay, Branch 10's been looking really good. You guys have been doing some great work in there, Chappie. We need to finish it today, all right? Don't get complacent. A lot of good work. Keep going. Every little smoke matters. Every little area where we can improve line matters. Keep them going today. Let's get this buttoned up.
Branch 12, Batham. Tehama Lima, Quigley. And Steppig. November, Volmer.
All right, Mike. You guys have been going after this thing up there in Branch 12, Tehama Lima and Tehama November for a couple days now. Happy to report we have direct dozer line in there. We have hose lay. It is still 12 to 14 foot high brush in there. Make sure that we get in there and continue to put that to bed. Additionally, today, PG&E will be re-energizing the KV 500 lines off there. We're getting all the crews out of there. Your crews will be held out until that is re-energized at 8:45. Once we're given the clear from PG&E at 8:45, your resources will be allowed in there. We'll have roadblocks at Lanes Valley in 36 and Manton in Lanes Valley. Unless you're a PG&E resource, you will not be allowed in while they re-energize those KV 500s.
Branch 15, De Graffenried. And Lico. Tehama, Quebec, Wetstein. And Krill. Uniform, Todd. And McCurtis. Whiskey, Miguel. And Murphy.
Okay, Gino, you win the prize today. Number one priority on 390,000 plus acres. You guys are doing a great job coming off 36, working your way to the south. Keep grabbing chunks, keep taking what it gives you. It'll take some, we take some. Keep going. Make sure everybody's in a good spot and has a good plan when the lid comes off today.
For contingency, Asadas. Tehama contingency, Morris. Group 3, Pomats. Shasta contingency, Fields. Shasta Group 5, Conishet.
All right, Dino. We brought you in for a reason. We got all the lines connected. We need to improve them, and we need to continue moving south to create that big box. So keep everybody going. Make sure that it can hold if needed.
Next up, medical.
Hey, good morning. Steve McGarry, Team 4 Medical Unit Leader. So as the Meadow from the Butte Camp mentioned, our medical plan is on page 81. So I wanted to go over to some specifics here in Tehama. So my trailer and CalMat, which is the medical assistance team, is located over near Cloning. In front of my trailer, there's a couple of sheets that we need to gather some information from our out-of-state providers. If you are an intermediate or a paramedic level provider from out of state, I need to capture your information. So please jot it down and we'll get it passed on to the local IMSA to get you temporary recognition. If you have any questions, please see me on the side of the stage. Thank you.
Communications.
Good morning, Mike Heffron, Community Leader. Please turn to page 78 of your IAP. For today, the Tehama Zone will have two 205s, and they'll be on page 78 and 80. And as I mentioned in the first briefing, we are changing to the NIFC system today. Okay, there'll be 5 NIFC repeaters, and I just want you guys to pay attention. I'm going to show you on the map geographically where they're located. C4 is in Mount Lassen, so that's on that northeast corner. C39 is in Sawmill Peak, it's on the south end. Colby Mountain is due east in this area here. Turner Mountain, that's in that northeast corner, that should be helping out Tango Quebec and Tango Uniform. And then Tuscan Butte is all here on the west side. So once again, if you're on C4 and you can't get out, you need to change your NIFC command to make sure you're on a command that can get out. Make sure that line leadership, as you guys go out there, you're testing there and you know exactly what works in that system. You might drive to a certain location and that C4 that you were on might not work anymore. You might have to go a different NIFC command. If you're unaware if you got cloned, the current clone is still V4. It is in the bottom of the 205 and it should be in your radio load if you currently have V4. Line leadership, if your mobile radio was not programmed, we are still providing it. And anybody who does not have the current cloning is still set up over there. Once again, it's V4. You can go get your radio cloned, and if you're line leadership, please come up to the right-hand side, and we will get your mobile cloned as well. The park communications number to their comm van is on the bottom of every 205, and once again, the version we are on is on the bottom of every 205, which is V4. Thank you. Have a safe shift.
A couple reminders for folks. At the conclusion of briefing, please go to your division breakouts. They are posted around the briefing area, starting on your left with Tehama Delta Echo, following all the way around the back of the briefing area and ending with contingency. All Tehama zone resources will be reporting here in Red Bluff. Do not report back to the Butte Zone Base Camp in Chico. If you look at your breakout signs, there's a QR code posted on that. That's for PIO photos, so scan that and add photos in there. Our next cooperators meeting will be at 1000 hours today in the Tehama room. Our next planning meeting will be at 1700 hours. And our next operational briefing will be tomorrow morning, 0700 hours here. Same time, same place. Next up, Tehama County Sheriff and our Tehama Glen Unit Chief.
All right, good morning. Monty Smith, Unit County Fire Chief here in Tehama Glen. I'd like to introduce Sheriff Dave Kane with the Tehama County Sheriff's Office. We just want to take a few moments to talk to you guys and thank you for all the hard work that you're doing out there. You're here in our time of need, and I know we travel up and down the state to help each other out throughout the year, but this is a very impactful fire to this county, our neighboring counties. So without the hard work of all of you out here in the crowd, we wouldn't be getting to our end state sooner and sooner and getting our folks back into their houses, start the recovery process here. As you guys know, Tehama is a rural county. We're very small, we're very rural, and we're here to help each other out. And without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do this so effectively. And thank you for helping us out. And not only the firefighters, but I want to thank all the support staff that are here making you successful out on the line as well, taking care of all your needs. So without them, we wouldn't be successful either. And, you guys are now part of the Tehama Glen family. You were here, you were part of it the day you pulled into the unit, and you'll be a part of our family for the rest of your career. So I thank you for all the work you're doing out there and keep up the really good work.
Thanks, Monty. You couldn't have said it a whole lot better. I agree with Monty. I want to extend our thanks from our agency, our community. It's very humbling, especially for those of you that don't know. I grew up in much of this area that's being assaulted by fire now, and it is amazing to have all of you here working on behalf of our communities. I'd also like to just remind everybody, all law enforcement that's working in the Tehama County area is working through the authority of the Sheriff's Office. So if you have any questions, any problems, any issues whatsoever, contact any law enforcement officer you see and ask them for help. It'll get back to us. And then lastly, I'm sure that you've heard, but a night ago, we had one of our night creatures go through one of your vehicles and steal a bunch of things. We're proud to say that we've got those things back. And as we speak, we're hunting down that piece of crap so that we can put them in jail. So the reason why I tell you that is not to pat us on the back, but just to remind you, we do have night creatures out there. So if you're in town, make sure to secure your equipment. If you have any issues, if you see one of us standing around, come find us and we'll help you out. Thanks again.
Incident Commander with closing comments.
Good morning, Bob Counts, one of the incident commanders here on the park incident. As you've heard already, it's a changing weather day. I want everybody to be super familiar with the forecast, have a plan, and be prepared for when the weather negatively impacts us. Today is also a change in our comms plan. I want everybody to make sure they're fully aware of the 205, know exactly their assigned TAC and command channels. We continue to make progress every day on this fire due to the hard work put in by all of you. I want you guys to continue doing that hard work, make more progress today. Be safe and have a great shift. Thank you.
That will conclude our operational briefing. Please go to your division breakouts and remember to turn your cell phones and radios back on. Thank you.